Appreciate you guys for locking in. I rock with you, who rock with me. It's your boy Gabos. Consider subscribing to my channel and also check out my social media platforms. I'll leave my Twitter, my IG. Well, deadass underneath the video, bro. So you see it, you feel me? Know what I mean? All right, consider following me on my social media platforms. We back with another one, bro. This is the first week of this trial between Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez. Obviously, if you've been living underneath the rock, know what I mean? There was a whole big commotion. I think this was back in, I almost said last year, bro. This was 2020, where you know, where Tory was accused of shooting Megan. Megan said she got shot in the foot. Niggas seen that there was no bullets in it. Like, bro, I don't. It's like I care, but I don't. You understand what I'm saying? Cause Megan has gone on multiple platforms, including doing multiple interviews, where you could just see her capping, bro. She capping. You know what I'm saying? Apparently she's accusing him of shooting her. He's saying he ain't do it. Obviously he ain't trying to go to jail. So we're about to get into it. Akademiks are gonna break it down for us. I had to give Akademiks a corner. I mean, cause he act and it would look weird if I was blocking him, right? All right, so we're gonna get right into it. Appreciate y'all.
Wait, no jumper sent somebody there too? Holy shit. Or they're just recapping. Prosecutors opening with dance, bitch, dance. That's what defendants said before firing 5 shots. Okay, by the way, let's stop right here. We heard the guy, which his name is Dennis Byron. He basically said that, according to the defense,
He told her to dance?
Nobody but Meg heard the dance, bitch, dance thing. That's going to be big. Because even if, let's just make it up and say Tory didn't say it. Meg's credibility is so key. And that's the thing about tomorrow that's going to be explosive. Because if I'm Tory's lawyers, I would be licking my chops, my nigga, at getting Meg on the stand. Because it's not only about what happened that night, that she didn't really tell the cops. So you're going to want to say to her, well, Meg, let's talk about what happened in the pool. Meg, let's talk about the time us having a secret relationship behind your best friend's back. All these things are going to come up, and Meg is going to get pressed. Remember Megan came out and said, oh, no, I was going to tell because black men are getting killed. She's going to get pressed. The cross is going to be vicious. I'm surprised they're putting Meg on the stand. I would think the prosecutor don't want to put her on the stand because as a defendant, Meg Thee Stallion, who has an interview out there saying she never fucked Tory. That's as if nigga, you could just watch Law and Order. If you ever seen when they prove that one thing is wrong, like, oh, this person's a liar.
Yep. That's enough plausible. What is it? It's like plausible denial. That's just enough for the prosecution to be like, yo. Oh no, the defense attorney. That's just enough for the defense attorney to be like, yo, we have plausible doubt that she's a liar. She's lied on national television. She's not during, like, bro.
And maybe they, you know what they're going to do? Match another lie right under it. After they match like 2-3 lies, they're going to be like, okay, so you lied about that, and that. So you lied about fucking Tory. You said the reason why you lied about him shooting you initially, allegedly, was because you were protecting black men, but you still didn't say nothing till mad way later. Okay, here's another lie. Okay, so you lied about all these things, but we should start believing you here. Got you. Again, I think they're going to go crazy on her, but we will see. And by the way, you know, Meg has her own lawyers. I think Meg desperately wants Tory to go to jail, and I think Meg is probably getting prepped at this point to take the stand, and she probably has to be aware and ready for all these questions. She's going to have to be ready for questions like, yo, did you lie here? Did you lie there? Let me just keep reading. Prosecutors opened with dance, bitch, dance, as the defendant said before firing 5 shots. Tory and Megan argument escalated after Meg called Tory Lanez music trash. Prosecutors refute the love triangle story. Okay. So, well, according to the Dennis Brown guy, or Byron, what's his name? Yeah, Dennis Byron. Prosecutors admitted that Tory was fucking Meg, but they don't admit that there was a love triangle, which means Tory was fucking Meg and Kelsey. They're just saying Tory and Meg was in a whatever relationship. But we could almost assume that it was a love triangle because you heard, didn't I play the clip where Kelsey said on live, yo, you've took my man a bunch of times. Like, yo, and I thought we was above that. I could play that clip now. So if she denies that, or if the prosecutor's denying that, Tory lawyer's going to play that. Thank you. Y'all given enough evidence via Instagram lives that he's going to play. Okay, let's keep going. Tory and Meg argument escalated after Tory called his trash. Okay, whatever. Prosecutors offered an explanation for why gun residue on both. They alleged Tory shot the firearm, but
I'm not even gonna hold you. Tory Lane's music ain't trash. Let's if we keeping it all the way a bean, bro. Like if I put Megan's catalog and Tory's catalog together, I ain't being biased, bro. But I could give you maybe 2 songs from Megan. You know what I'm saying? Like Tory could rap and he could sing. Just my 2 cents.
Kelsey tested for GSR because she was next to Tory when he fired the shot, and he got some on her when he assaulted her. Okay, that's interesting. But is her DNA? Okay, so gunshot residue. I don't know if you know when a bullet is fired. So there's a bullet casing. I don't want to show a bullet on camera, but if a bullet fires, there's a casing and there's like gunpowder that really is the accelerant that shoots out the bullet out of the case. The casing comes out and ejects. We're talking about like a handgun here, so like a Glock. It ejects usually out the side. So the casing comes out the side, bullet goes out the front.
Gunpowder
right?
on the shooter.
The powder that is
it goes backwards,
pushing the bullet forward, right? Because it's almost like striking a match. That's what the firing pin does. The powder that kind of sets off the bullet, it's not really that visible, but it's kind of a mist. Now, it's actual powder that's really spread very thin, so you won't see it. So you can shoot a bullet a bunch of times in front of you. You won't, even though I have a black shirt on, you won't see shit on me. Now, if they use certain light, like it could be black light or it could be other type of UV, things, and they have actual tests for it, they will be able to see that have gunpowder residue on me. If you've ever been to the range and you go shoot a weapon, they usually, when you go to the bathroom or whatever, they tell you you have to wash your hand with a particular thing that kind of gets the lead and gets all this other stuff that usually is in the gunpowder shit, okay? So basically what I'm trying to say is usually behind the gun when it's fired, you can see that. Now, that would make sense what the prosecutor is saying. Oh, Tory shot Meg and Kelsey's just right here. However, if Kelsey's DNA is on if Kelsey's DNA is on the gun, fuck her just being behind the gun. It meant that she also touched the gun. Why would she touch the gun? And that's why I think that situation was being had. That's why that situation was being had by or the Dennis Brown guy was talking about. Oh well, Tory's lawyers are gonna say. I think they did say so far in their opening. If you just watch the nigga shoot a nigga, would you run to the nigga who was shooting the person and take the gun out of their hand? No, you wouldn't. You'd be like, oh shit, this nigga's crazy. He's shooting. Let me duck off or let me get out of dodge or whatever. You don't go take the gun out of his hand. Do you get what I mean? So that's going to kind of like put into question, why is Kelsey's DNA, which allegedly is on the thing too? So not only was she behind the gun, her DNA is on the gun as well, right? By the way, Tory's DNA is inconclusive on the cartridge. Okay? No, actually, no. It's not found on the cartridge, and it's inconclusive on the gun. They said there's many different DNAs. They believe, and they're going to have some DNA experts probably testify that even though they don't have 100% proof that Tory's DNA is on the gun, it doesn't mean it's not on the gun, and they're going to do a whole bunch of like, yo, let's deal with possibilities and probabilities because Tory at the end of the day was still, he had gunpowder on him. So again, I basically only say that if you don't understand anything I was saying. Essentially, both of them, Tory and Kelsey, have the same evidence against them. Gunpowder and possible DNA, right? For both of them. So then, because there's no video of the incident happen, the whole case is going to come down to he said, she said. So it's going to be a he said, she said if more people say it's Tory versus Kelsey. And also, you got to realize Tory got some people who are going to say it's Kelsey instead of Tory, right? And other than that, they're going to be like, oh, well, we got to analyze behavior after the shooting. We could tell Tory's guilty because he's apologizing. But if I'm Tory's lawyer, I'm going to spin that. Yo, he's apologizing that y'all both fighting over his dick. He apologized that he been sloppy. He apologized that he offended you by trying to flirt with Kylie. He didn't apologize for shooting you. So unless they have some hard evidence that Tory said, I'm sorry for shooting you, or, yo, here's this money, don't tell them that I shot you, Tory's lawyers could spin this. This is why I think they needed Meg, but I just don't think it's a smart situation to have Meg there, because Meg is going to get annihilated by the defense. This is a defense attorney's dream, to sit there and talk to the woman who've been doing nonstop interviews and Instagram lives about this situation.
And capping. She's been capping everywhere, bro. That the cross-examination is going to rip her to shreds. I get what Ak is saying, son. Like, she's going to get finished if she takes the stand. You know what I'm saying?
And her story been going from here. You already used your only excuse. I only lied the first time because I didn't want a black man to get killed.
Huh?
Okay. So why did you lie this time? Interesting. Anyway, let's keep it going, people. The jury consisted of 4 men, 12 women. Oh, wow. It's a 16 jury pool. Okay. 4 men. I thought usually it's like 12 jurors, but okay, 16. 4 men, 12 women, 4 black jurors, 1 older black guy in his mid-60s, 2 older black women in their mid-60s, and 1 black woman in her late 20s. That's interesting.
Hold on. Damn, I missed it. Okay, the jury consists of 4 men, 12 women. So right off the bat, outnumbered by the sexes. I wonder why, if it's 16, why wasn't it 8-8? 12 women and 4 men, I'm skeptical. That's all I'm going to say. 4 of them are black jurors. 4 of them are black. So the other 8, all races. We can use our imaginations. 1 older black man in his 60s. 2 older black women in their 60s. So we got grandma, grandpa. 1 black woman in late 20s. So what are the other jurors? I feel like this is a half-assed math equation, and you don't know how to solve it. Like, who are the other jurors? What are their age groups?
20s.
Okay.
That's interesting.
4 men and 12 women is shady to me.
Anything else that I miss? Prosecutors allege that Meg called Tory while bleeding. Meg limped over for cover at a residence nearby. Prosecutors say Kelsey followed Meg to help her. At this time, Tory began to walk towards Meg and Kelsey. Kelsey approached Meg to stop him from approaching. When he approached, oh shit, my bad. Who the fuck is this?
That was it.
When Kelsey approached him, prosecutors say that Tory punched. Wait, hold on. I've never heard this shit before. Prosecutors say Kelsey followed Meg to help her. So they're saying that Meg got shot. She limped over from like the street, and she's like going over to like a motherfucking somewhere where somebody probably lives. Kelsey starts walking over to Meg. Kelsey approached Tory after Tory starts walking over to stop him from approaching. When Kelsey approached him, prosecutor says Tory punched Kelsey and pulled her to the ground by her hair. That's very interesting, because why isn't Tory also charged with domestic violence against Kelsey then? This is very interesting.
Unless
this is very interesting. Charges. Why isn't Tory charged with assaulting Kelsey then, if they're saying that's the story? Clearly, Kelsey would obviously testify to that, because I told you she gonna have to say what they want her to say. So Tory punched Kelsey and pulled her to the ground by her hair. Prosecutors alleged that Tory then demanded both get back in the SUV. Megan and Kelsey complied with his wishes. When they got back in the car, Kelsey sent a text to Meg's security guard, Justin Edison, saying, "Help, Tory shot Meg, 911. Prosecutors introduced evidence that showed Kelsey sent the text to the bodyguard alleging that Tory shot Meg 5 minutes after residents called 911, reporting they seen and heard shots come from a black SUV. When the police pulled over the SUV, Tory and Meg pulled over the SUV that Tory and Meg was in. They located a warm firearm in a slide lock position. That means that all the bullets in the cartridge were fired. So I don't know, for some weapons, and I forgot what the type of weapon they had, but usually it's like 15, usually 15 bullets in there. But clearly it wasn't a full cartridge if they're saying Tory only fired 5 times. There's no clip that I know only has 5 bullets. You get what I mean? So maybe that's kind of also weird, right? But they're still saying Tory shot the gun, allegedly, till the fucking slide racked back, which indicates every bullet in the firearm had been used. Prosecutors play audio from Tory's jail call to Kelsey. He apologized profusely. They introduced 3 key pieces of evidence. Tory apologized to Kelsey from jail and blames his action that night on being drunk.
Sheesh.
Again, this is why Tory has to go further back in the story to establish them being drunk and what was happening. Tory sent a text apologizing to Meg. Okay. But Tory never said what he did. Tory allegedly apologized to Meg Thee Stallion's bodyguard, Justin Edison. So Tory called and apologized to Kelsey, texted Meg, apologizing, and also apologized to Justin Edison. By the way, I will say this because, we want to, we're in a legal matter now, right? We want to be very fair. Tory never really explained why he apologized, right? Like, it kind of seems self-explanatory, but he didn't explain why he was frantically sending messages apologizing. And again, he's addressed this just like everybody else addressed it. If you're going to address it all. This is something that's a big deal. Like, if the jurors believe you were apologizing for shooting, they're going to be leaning on the side that you're guilty. Keep in mind, it doesn't seem from any of the opening statements thus far. And by the way, the opening statement's about to start back for the prosecution.
And it goes to show you, bro, like, if you commit a crime, allegedly or whatever, everything you do from the moment that crime is committed is documented, bro. Let's say hypothetically he did do it. You know what I'm saying? And he's just apologizing. Like, it's the fact that they have traces of him apologizing and they're using that as a reason to say that he did it. Even if he probably didn't. He probably just apologized for the fact that the night ended like this. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean he shot her. But it's the fact that they could use that against him, which is crazy to me, bro.
Apparently, they got cut during 5 to 10 minutes of their opening.
Well, let me play it back for you.
It does start back for the opening statements thus far. And by the way, the opening statements about to start back for the prosecution. Apparently, they got cut during 5 to 10 minutes of their opening. It doesn't seem like there's a smoking gun. And what a smoking gun is, like, yo, we have a video of Tory doing it. Or, we have a video of Kelsey doing it. That ends all conversation. We don't need nobody else's viewpoint. We got the video, right? It doesn't seem like the prosecution has that. Don't seem like Tory has that, right? So it's all about, let's build a narrative. And when you build the narrative, I think Tory has a pretty good narrative that is being built. I think the prosecution's narrative is definitely weaker. However, if I had to give being fair here, if I had to give Tory a critique, it seems a little wild that there was apologies being sent by Tory. Unless you're going to go to believe it, and they're probably going to say this during trials or bringing witness on a statement, maybe Tory, again, was legitimately just apologizing for having both women in a situation where you're probably lying to both or like playing with their heads and probably maybe, manipulated them a little bit, that they felt that it was a certain way with you, and that's why they fought. Because, again, one of the key things that Tory's going to go at is that these two women fought. If Tory, if he's apologizing for that, makes sense. But he's never spoken on that yet, so I got to be honest. Anyway, prosecutors offered an explanation for why gun residue was on both Tory and Kelsey. They alleged that Tory shot the firearm, but Kelsey tested for GSR because she was next to Tory when he shot the firearm, and he got some on her when he assaulted her. So they're saying that Kelsey over here, Tory is here, Tory shot the gun. You know, the bullet usually comes out.
This is one wild night, right? Yo.
And when that happens,
I hear shooting.
Actually, it's right or the left.
Snuffing chicks, shooting the other, allegedly. It's a wild night.
Actually, on the left. Yeah, on the left. Yeah. So maybe that also, you know, I'm just thinking about how, like, maybe the powder would spread. If they're saying that she didn't do it and she wasn't directly behind the gun, maybe we could get like a 3D picture of where she might have been. She was on probably the side where the bullet was ejected from the gun. Anyway, cool. It says these are the accounts that the prosecutors opened in statements. Tory is still innocent until proven guilty. Okay, all right. Yo, Adam must have hired fucking Sean Sotero. He got some official shit over here. Okay. All right, bet.
All right.
Somebody
Not much to it.
Yo,
I ain't gonna front, bro. This situation is just beyond messy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is just beyond messy. When we got women getting shot in the foot, alcohol being mixed, and then you throw emotions. It's like, when does anything good ever happen past midnight, yo? Nothing good ever happens past midnight when you mix alcohol with short tempers and guns. Like, we've seen this combination time and time again. Someone could have lost their life. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say Tory did it. That's for the judge to decide. You know what I mean? We just bystanders. But Megan didn't help her case. It's like, bro, you haven't read the book, The Boy That Cried Wolf? You know what I'm saying? Like, he would constantly tell the neighborhood, oh, a wolf is coming to my crib, a wolf is coming to my crib. And then when the people would come to help and they would realize there was no wolf. And then that one time where he did it again, there was a legitimate wolf, but no one believed in him. So the kid got ate. You know what I mean? Kindergarten book. Like, I remember that book to the day I die. I don't know why. But anyways, Megan has lied so many times. It's like, people want to believe her, but you cap so many times that it's just hard to tell the difference between the truth and what's a lie. You know what I'm saying? It's only between Tory or her friend that could have shot her. The fact that this is still confusing, where you don't know, you don't want to victim blame, but you also don't want to tell an innocent man that he's guilty. Like, it's just crazy how this is just messy, and there's only 3 possible culprits. She didn't shoot herself. You know what I mean? But this is day 1 of the trial. You know what I mean? Leave in the comment section what you think, and I'll be glad to read it. Until next time, man, it's your boy Gabos. I appreciate you. I rock with you if you rock with me. Subscribe to the channel, man. I post consistently. Know what I mean? I post consistently. I rock with you, man. Be easy. My bow.